continue to follow the breaking news here on CNN. The Islamic extremist group ISIS releasing a video appearing to show the beheading of a Japanese hostage, 47-year-old Kenji Goto, a journalist who has been held by ISIS in Syria since October. The U.S. military has carried out airstrikes against ISIS with their coalition allies. The administration has said, though, it will stop in terms of sending ground troops in. They will not send in U.S. boots on the ground at this point. The senior member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, Florida Senator Bill Nelson, joins us now from Orlando. Sir, thank you for coming on the program. Your reaction first to this news, this tragic news this afternoon, that another ISIS hostage has been brutally murdered.
Horrible, but not unexpected. When
you look at the U.S. strategy right now against ISIS, do you believe it's working?
It is in Iraq. It will be hard to work in Syria until we can get sufficient troops on the ground that can go in and root out ISIS as we pinpoint our bombing from the air. At the end of the day, that's going to involve some Americans, forward air observers, special operations forces, but we're going to be very careful in doing that. In the meantime, it's a very difficult situation, because in trying to train up the Free Syrian Army at just a few hundred a time, that's not going to do much, even though we've appropriated about $500 million. But they not only have to fight against ISIS, they have to fight against Assad and his regime. So it's a very complicated situation.
So let me ask you this, Senator. Michael Weiss here, an expert on the region, just wrote a book about ISIS, was saying to me before the break, when you look at what Jordan has done, negotiating, potentially releasing a prisoner, a terrorist there from Jordan in order to get their pilot and this Japanese journalist back, in a sense, do you believe that that legitimizes ISIS at all to be the caliphate, to be the state that they want to be, whereas the U.S. has taken the position, like the U.K., we are not negotiating with this group of terrorists?
I disagree with Mr. Weiss. When it comes right down to Jordan, they have a lot at stake. They are right next door. If all of that area of Syria falls completely to ISIS, then who's next? It's Jordan to the south, or either it's Turkey to the north. I know the king personally. This is one tough customer, and I don't think he's going to take this very easily. I think he's going to go after ISIS if they execute this Jordanian pilot.
Michael, do you have a response to that? And I wonder if you think the U.S. should be taking a tactic more like Jordan.
Well, I mean, look, the Foley family wanted to negotiate with ISIS. They wanted to raise money to pay the ransom. The U.S. threatened to prosecute them if they tried to do that. And you've seen the mother of Mr. Foley on television in the last few months since that gruesome beheading, the first beheading of an American hostage, say that she disagrees with our government's policy. So I quite agree with the senator. I mean, Jordan is a tough customer, and they've actually threatened already to execute all their ISIS, or I should say Al-Qaeda in Iraq, prisoners in Jordanian prisons if, in fact, the Jordanian pilot has been killed. That said, the fact that they're negotiating, again, look, most countries in the region, in the Middle East, including Turkey, talk to terrorists all the time. This isn't anything new. But the point is, the publicity that has attended this serves ISIS's propaganda. Again, they are looking for some kind of legitimacy. Yeah. They don't want to just be seen as a terror organization.
Senator, you said the American people are tired of war, and yet we have a new kind of enemy, and we're going to have to take it right to them where they are. What does that mean in terms of the U.S. strategy moving forward? What would you like to see?
We're going to have to give lethal assistance to the Free Syrian Army. At the end of the day, we're going to have to do something with Assad, either go after him or work some kind of deal with him to get him out of the way, so that we can really put all of our resources into going after ISIS. They are the ones that are now really posing the serious threat to the interests of the United States.
Senator, thank you for joining me on the program. Michael Weiss as well. We appreciate it.